The caliber of girls where then they fight self. Yeah, now if we say then girls they fight over you, then into you then lizard you go feature for the same bone inside.
You're feeling irate. Everything is working. Combination. Combine major. Liquid and solid. Let's go. Young Gongwa.
Just a combo.
So you remember last week I told you I'll bring you details of how the sensation of BJ with
You
Tom
go try him, Abby.
I don't try. How BJ with Tom feels right. So I went to do.
So you tried it.
I didn't try. I went to do further investigation.
Yeah, so you found out
So
what?
apparently director has tried it. And he has given me.
You are implicating director.
I'm not implicating him. He told me he has tried it. So apparently,
Yes.
according to him,
Yes.
it feels like heaven.
From a reliable source. From an informed point of view.
Undeniable source. He says it feels like heaven. He said as at that time where you can sign off all your properties to the girl.
The Cloud 19.
Yes. You can sign off all your properties to the girl. That was what he told me.
But if you don't have any properties, so what will you sign off? That's why you will not even try it.
His boxes. No wonder all his boxes are loose.
Then they pay him.
Then they fell.
So,
Anyways, I want to ask you something, right?
Yep,
so the last time I was thinking about this thing, that let's say if we are conscious of where we might go after death, that is heaven or earth, right?
Yeah.
Then doesn't it make sense that we should have been conscious of where we were before we came to earth?
Doesn't it make sense?
Yes.
Why? Or for the story, how you say history, if you don't know where you are coming from, you don't know where you are going. Forget that thing. That thing will be warped logic.
No, but what I'm saying is it means like we were once somewhere before we came to earth. The earth is like a transition distance. It's just a medium to get to our final destination, right? So if we are conscious of where we might go after death, doesn't it make sense that we should be conscious, we should have been conscious of where we were before we came to earth?
Where we were if we were where we were There is this school of thought that prior to our appearance or existence on the planet Earth here, we once existed in some pre-mortal or some spirit form. And so some people also argue that we were once in heaven, and before we've come here, and then we will return back to heaven. And so to buttress this point, they have premised this argument on a few scriptures from the good books. So for instance, when you look at Jeremiah 1 verse 5, so when the Bible talks about when God was speaking to Jeremiah, that what is even written there?
I don't know. I'm just agreeing to you.
So
I'm just agreeing to you. It's not like
I know. So God was speaking to Jeremiah that he knew him even before he was formed in his belly.
Yes.
Like he knew who he would become.
So then that confirms my point that we were somewhere else before.
Relax.
Yeah, okay, I'm relaxed. I am. Continue.
See, life, it's not about rushing.
I'm not rushing.
I would
take your time. If it is 100 years you want to use to explain this thing.
So that is the thing. So so people say or they deduce from this that probably were somewhere and then before if God say he knew you before you were born, it means you were once
somewhere.
Yeah. So secondly, to this another one. They say Ecclesiastes 12 verse 7. About when it talks about, so eventually the body will go back to the ground where it came from, and the spirit will go to the Father who gave it to God who gave it. Okay, so these are a few of the many scriptures or evidence people advance that probably we were existing somewhere before we've come to appear here. But you see, when you look at the thing, for me that argument, it does not hold water. Neither would it wash. Now my reason is this. from the first scripture, Jeremiah, God speaking to Jeremiah, he knew him before he became flesh or something like that. No? I think that it only paints a picture about God's foreknowledge. You know, one of the attributes of God, we say God is omniscient, right? So it tells about his attribute of all knowing everything. You see? So he only tells that God, he's that man who knows the end, even right from the beginning. Do you understand?
According to Christians, we will probably go to hell or heaven.
Yes.
And my question is, if we are conscious of where we are going, doesn't it make sense that we know where we were?
And I'm telling you,
before.
I am telling you that we were not anywhere. We were not existing.
That doesn't make sense.
But people too say we were existing in spirit form. In heaven, probably.
Yes.
I am telling you and these are the scriptures they used to consolidate or corroborate their claim. And I'm telling you,
in the beginning you said, in the beginning you said that after death the body go to the soul and then the spirit will go to this thing where it belongs. So that should tell you that the spirit was somewhere, and then after making the body, God brought the spirit into the body. So shouldn't the spirits have been conscious of where it was? That is my question.
Are you on drugs?
I'm not.
You are not paying attention to what I'm saying.
You are not saying anything.
I am telling you that from the script, or maybe I should read this.
You are not saying anything. Director, the question at the
relax,
ask,
relax. This is
the question at the ask plus the explanation they give, it correlates.
My guy, what I'm doing here, this is logic. This is critical thinking we are doing here. Logic. So the first one I gave was what? Is it Jeremiah 1? You don't even have Bible.
I get this. Don't read the Bible. Don't. I get this. You are not answering my question. I say, why are we not conscious of where we were before we came?
No, I am telling you that people are being led to conclude that we probably were somewhere because of the wording of these scriptures. I'm telling you.
Okay.
So there's emphasis on the scripture. That's what I want to tell you. Keep down and listen. Keep quiet and listen.
I get the story. Don't read it. Don't read the scripture. I get the scripture.
So the scripture tells that it will return to God. I'm even speaking tautology. It will return to God. So probably if they say it will return, it means that we were once there.
Yes. So why weren't we conscious of the fact that we were once there? That is my question.
And I'm telling you that it does not mean that the scripture saying that you will go back to God who gave it.
Yes. So
who gave it? It does not mean that you were once. You see, everything came. God, from the beginning, was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. It was only God. And I want to tell you that even that narrative that people say Jesus Christ, he was in heaven, and they say, "Oh, who shall I send?" And you're like, "Oh, it's me. Send me, and I'll go." That it is contestable for me. It has no basis. It has no basis because
you are challenging God.
I'm not challenging God.
What if God intentionally didn't make us conscious of where we were because He knew if we are conscious of where we were before we came on earth, we would have controlled the way we do things on earth. You about what are they talk?
Okay, so let me also give this example.
So I think God intentionally made it not aware of where we were before we came on earth because He knew if He made us aware, we will know how we go manipulate like the way we dey act on earth. So say we know where we dey go after we die. You about what are they talk?
Okay, now this is one argument by some people that we were there and He came and He for once this thing caused us to forget how we were over there. So our presence here is to put us through tests and challenges. So it helps us appreciate Him, or just as maybe you send your kids to school. For a time you send your kids through school or those things. All this time are preparatory or times where you build the child up.
I think
so. So God has brought us here to let's say learn the hard way or through something else. But it is not so.
You see, these are questions.
Now, the thing is this. If you want to make banku, now there is the cassava dough, the corn dough, or the flour, everything there. But they were not banku until you have made it banku. With a bab. So, prior to your banku cooking or making, it was only cassava or cassava dough or this thing that was there.
But the cassava dough was in its cassava dough form.
Yes, but it was not in its banku form.
Yes, it's the banku.
It has only become banku.
These are analogies.
It has only become banku after you have cooked it.
But before it became the banku, the cassava dough or the corn flour was in its corn flour form. And if they had like, they would have been conscious that they were in what? Cassava dough form.
And corn flour in itself is not enough for anything.
And I'm saying that if they had like, they would have been conscious that they were in corn flour form.
There was the dust or clay or sand or this thing in it. It was just sand. Until God put it together to mold man. Do you understand my point? So man was not existing anywhere in any shape or any form.
I'm struggling to understand you.
You don't understand.
You see, these are the questions before they ask for church than things in the Bible.
And I'm telling
you, the pastors explain, give it will help. We will understand the person we are trying to worship even more. But we are scared to ask this question because as soon as you start asking these questions, they will say you are blaspheming and you don't love Jesus.
No, the thing is, I see you are inclined to believe that we probably were somewhere. So any other argument will not make sense to you.
No, it doesn't make that. Any other argument will not make sense to me. And if you know better than me, then explain to me with evidence where it will convince me that what I'm thinking is not the right thing. Or don't you get me the right thing?
And I've shown you.
But you can't just be throwing scriptures in the air. That scripture, I've all read it. I read the scripture before I'm asking the question, so you can't just be throwing scriptures in the air. That's the problem with Christians. If you ask them questions, they will never answer the question. They will just throw scriptures against you, knowing very well that scripture has so many different meanings. You get what I'm trying to say?
You're feeling irate. Everything is working. Combination of major, liquid and solid. Let's go.
Anyways, someone sent me some odds.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me send me some. Or it's not like a bet.
Wait, you lose again.
I don't lose. Okay, I don't lose.
Are you better than those who bet? No, it's not like I see you were any better than.
So the person sent me the odds and then I played it. 10 Ghana cedis. So I won like 39 Ghana cedis.
This must be your first time.
Yes.
Winning. Yes. Not attempt at staking. Winning, yes.
Yeah. 339 Ghana cedis. So I wanted to withdraw the money. Like joke like
lo and behold.
Then J the 10%.
So 10% of that amount is what? No, I'm putting you on the spot. 10% of that.
I know it. It's not like I don't know it. Don't.
Okay.
Don't come and say. Then J the 10%. I thought all this while it was a joke.
This government way it may looking for, just like they say the devil comes like a lion searching who he may devour.
But the thing is
they are looking for money. Like see this Ghana government thing, I read past everything.
I swear. But they gather the money so we don't know what they think they do.
That is a question for the gods.
We don't know what they think they do.
You know what? I say sometimes and we are where we are due to the behavior of some of the stakeholders of the betting industry.
Yeah.
It's just like how the fraudsters out of their lavish living and those things, showing off, they know that then it means there's money in this. So then let's come for some.
We could tax these people.
Really bad. Look at some of the boys who buy car, put it everywhere, buy this one, I bought this thing, it will space their best leaves and this. So government will be saying, hey, small boys are making this much. Some of these are amazing. I won 1 million CDs.
Then one could conclude that the tax is coming from the place of envy. We don't really need the tax. It's coming from envy. If what you are saying is the reason why government impose the tax, then it means the tax is
who earns something in this and that on the land must pay something back to the land.
But I don't think the 10% is too much. The 10% is too much because Charlie, after they enjoy the 10% from my.
In fact, the 10% there it be too much. Because me, see, it is only when the people win where you bring your listen, say you agree, say you don't want Jason. Yeah. Then, to be fair, in all fairness, if the people lose too, you should have taken 10% of what they lost back, retrieve that listen back to them.
Yes. Give them 10% back.
Then that would be fair. Or that one day you know go feel happy.
Right, it doesn't make sense. If the government will reject you income tax. I learned even if you deposit money and you didn't bet, you want to withdraw the money back, they'll take the 10%. So you deposit like 500 Ghana cedis to stake bet. And you didn't stake the bet. You got drunk, you forgot, you didn't stake the bet. The following day, you want to withdraw the money.
Why say if you drinking, you come this thing inside. So you only forget things when you are drunk.
Yes.
So you've been drinking.
I don't drink.
That's what you are telling everybody.
I don't drink. From what I gathered.
You're always gathering things.
Yes. They will take 10% from the 500.
I don't want to be in your room because it will be full of garbage.
Collections.
Garbage. The number of things you have gathered.
The last time I was thinking, is it the way Nanado fooled us to believe that he was coming to do something? If we allow ourselves for about, we have to fool us.
But the thing is that which one of them won't fool us?
If you allow Baumia to fool us to vote for him,
which one of them won't fool us? Make a year. They say the Speaker of Parliament say make you adopt any of one local language as an official language.
That statement was below the belt.
His argument was that no country develops with a foreign language.
That's a lie. We don't need local language for the passport office to know that if you apply for passport and you are qualified,
and you meet the requirement,
they should give it to you without charging extra fees. We don't need local language for parliamentarians to know that they need to make sensible laws and this is for the country.
This morning I passed through Medina Market and the weather. Look at how muddy and nasty the station and the whole environment was looking.
We don't need local language for those things. Those things to be done.
Look at our market. Look at people evading pedestrian walkways and medians. Look at all those things.
We don't need local language.
We cry for flyovers, footbridges every now and then. Now that the thing has been built, it has become markets. That one too, is that caused by tree or dangbani?
Because the flyover, they didn't build it on tree.
On tree.
Yes.
Maybe they should have been speaking dangbani while putting it up.
Putting it up.
Okay, that is below the belt. See.
He doesn't have a point.
Okay.
Go and
sit down. Talking about passport, we ourselves have created some bottlenecks there, and have created some illegal economy around it. So the approved fees for passport, let's say 100 cedis for the regular and then expedited action, or maybe how do you call it, express.
Yes.
Now it's 150 cedis. Now, if you apply for these 100 cedis or 150 cedis, there is this rehearsed response that you will be given. They have run out of booklets.
Yes.
And the system is this.
It's slow.
And this and this and this. But if you are ready to pay 2,000, 1,000 cedis, 5,000, out of the blue, they will get booklets to print your decision for you.
See, even we went to the birth certificate to correct our 2019. We submitted that thing. We even paid up to now. We've not seen it. We have to go to other things to get it.
4 years now. So I don't know. The foreign affairs minister fumed over the passport office things. I don't know. As for the birth and then I don't know which agency or department it falls under. I don't know. Maybe it's under registrar general's office. I don't know which minister must also go and which ministry must be infuriated by their actions over there.
I mean, they are managing birth and death, so majority of them are dead.
Maybe the place is managed by cops.
Dead people.
Cops and disease. Because I don't get it.
It's crazy. See,
guys. And the Goro boy is not from outside.
No.
The Goro boy is from within.
From within.
And the earnings from the Goro boy feeds those in the offices of
Exactly. So the Goro boys will never go away.
Oh, you are just kidding now. Just like you are tickling yourself in laugh. See. And for me, what the minister said that he said they have sacked of people, some people have overstayed there, whatever. No, it's not enough. If indeed they overstayed their stay or office or contract, then it means they might have flouted some rules or violated some regulations.
Yep.
And so it shouldn't end there. Punitive measures must be taken. So it deters other people
from doing the same thing. Hey, today I'm understanding your vocabularies.
You see, so that is the thing.
Liverpool.
We are under the spirit.
Liverpool. We never walk alone. Were you the guy that two Legon girls were fighting over?
If I wish. How I wish.
Oh no, but you the caliber of girls where then they fight self. Yeah, now if we say then girls they fight over you, then to you then Lizard you go feature for the same ball inside.
You know. The part that got to me was when the lady that said they will pick her. She said she will still be picked over the other.
Yeah.
If you have to go to the point where you have to proclaim or declare your worth
from that video,
then it means she is the problem.
She is the problem. From that video, have you noticed how ladies don't hesitate to body shame or throw insults at their fellow women?
They can insult themselves, but not you, outside the other gender. Sex too. No. You know what we are doing.
But fighting over a guy in 2023, that's like some. Well, now plenty village girls bunch for Legon, so it makes sense.
You see, they have sent you to school to go and study. You see, they only had one business and one goal to do this, to study.
But now they are making dig their priority.
My teacher will say they do a prank you on balls, testes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, but then both get ass boom. The other one where they shall say they will choose you over me. She get gym ass. She they go gym that one. You say the ass it's inclined. Like there's a hole on top.
Is that inclination?
Yes, 90 degrees. 90 degrees inclination.
But it's 90 degrees even an inclination. And if there's hole at the top, does that make it inclined?
English is broad. Legon never ceased to amaze me.
Oh yeah, Legon is the age.
Interesting. Have you seen the story trending on Twitter where a little girl about 18 years was saying she has rebelled against cooking for the family, the father and all that? Do you have the story? If you have read it for the sake of the viewers, so that they will not be in the
story. Mm-hmm. See, the thing it bore me. Like so I started rebelling against the first daughter shit in 2020.
Okay.
So my mom got an apartment so she could be closer to work. So I was home with my dad and brother.
Okay.
So she called me one time and my father complained that I don't cook. And then she told me that I'm supposed to take her sports.
Okay.
So when she's not around, I've never been that confused in my life. Let me take that point. So when she's not around, I've never been that confused in my life. Take your place as how? Now me go marry you or what? I was 18, fighting online classes for my life. From that point, I just stopped cooking entirely. I would leave my room before 2 p.m. Either all man for himself. So she went on. So my brother too went to call her that I don't cook anything. At that point, I increased At that point, I increased pressure. I started buying coke for only me.
Diabetes go kill him.
So when my mom came, she taught my brother how to fry plantain. Plantain.
Yeah.
And my father started cooking too. Now my brother does not need anybody to cook for him. I don't do that shit either. So if you can't cook stuff.
You see this thing where a condom could have prevented this.
Oh no.
Anytime
For once, I also like you agree with you on this one.
Yeah, a condom could have prevented. So anytime you are going to have sex and your brain is telling you use condom.
It must be the spirit communicating something to you.
You are about to prevent a stupid human being from being created.
You see, your conscience is the voice of your soul.
Yes. So anytime they are telling you use condom, it's the Holy Spirit telling you that.
Okay, strap up, laminate.
Yes.
Laminate yourself.
Prevent a stupid human being from being created. Because a condom could have prevented this.
No. See, this little girl.
Who is paying?
If she does not like turn a new leaf, and if she grows up with this thing, this is red flag, glaring, smelling all over. I'm hungry. Toxicity. See, she's toxic. She's toxic.
Who is paying for the online class? I want to know. The online class that she claims she's busy with.
For your dad, the biological father.
Who is paying for it? Whose house is she living? If you are old enough not to cook for your father, your biological father, then you are old enough to leave my house.
If our future will have these people in with us, then we are fucked.
Oh, they will die before that time.
We are fucked. See. No.
Oh my goodness.
It is outrageous to even think this way.
And she's fighting online classes.
And she was defending her this thing. And then people were trying to advise her. Oh. You see, he said a fool's ways are only right in his eyes.
Yes.
And they reject counsel.
And the fact that I see people defending this on Twitter, I was like, yo, Charlie, we are fucked. We are fucked. I think we have to stop Kafui Danku from speaking on issues, especially when it comes to relationship issues. Because it takes
you know, she's somebody I respect she's somebody I think highly of from afar. Like she's there, I put her there.
Yeah, she's there. But like her takes on especially relationship stuff, it just doesn't cut it for me. She has her opinion and I'm not against that. But just that her opinion doesn't really make sense to me. Like the kind of narrative she's trying to push for these younger ones, it doesn't make sense to me.
What did she say? What did she say?
Oh, she said a lot of things.
And then the notable ones
The notable ones be say, basically, let's say you move to some girl right now. No?
Yeah.
In problems for be your problem. Financially. Like you both no marry. You just move to one way she accept give, she for transfer her
in problem for
that's not the exact
responsibility.
That's not the
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing.
Yes. But yet the lady is not obliged
to do anything for you. Yes. So that's the narrative she's trying to push.
It's okay.
Yeah.
She has said it's her own, her part. So but we'll leave it at that. Me, I don't have anything to say.
But they should take the mic from her.
She's entitled to her opinion anyway.
Before we go, do you have any other thing to say?
I ain't got.
All right, if you don't have any other. If you don't have any other thing to say.
Yeah.
It's been just a convo with Uncle Laya and
Didi is representing, as always, isn't it?
And we out.
Yeah.
Peace.